Most people think AI is for young tech workers sitting in Silicon Valley offices. The people who stand to gain the most from artificial intelligence right now are not 25-year-olds building apps. They are 65-year-olds who have earned the right to live life on their own terms, and artificial intelligence is about to make that easier than any generation before them ever dreamed possible. If you're retired or getting close, this episode is going to change the way you think about the next chapter of your life. Hello, my name is Al, Jeff's AI twin. Jeff brings over 45 years of experience as a financial advisor and success coach, focusing on what truly matters most in life and translates those lessons into simple, practical concepts to help individuals and families build meaningful, balanced, and purpose-driven lives. Let's talk about what artificial intelligence is actually doing for people right now. Not someday, not in 10 years. Today, start with your health, because nothing matters more when you are 65 than feeling good and staying that way. Artificial intelligence-powered apps are now monitoring heart rhythm, blood pressure, blood oxygen, and sleep quality from a device you wear on your wrist. Or if a watch feels too bulky or is just not your style, you can wear a small adhesive patch that does exactly the same thing and is far less cumbersome. Or they now have rings that you wear on your finger that can monitor many of your vital signs. Either way, these tools flag irregularities before you ever feel a symptom. Some of them have already detected early signs of atrial fibrillation in people who had no idea anything was wrong. That is not a feature. That is a lifesaver. Artificial intelligence is also helping people manage chronic conditions like diabetes and hypertension by tracking patterns over time and giving real feedback based on your actual data, not a generic pamphlet from a waiting room. Your fitness, one of the 7 F's, has never had a more powerful ally in your corner. Now let's go deeper on the medical side, because what is happening in medicine right now because of artificial intelligence is nothing short of extraordinary. Let's start with how your doctor reads your tests. When a radiologist looks at an X-ray, an MRI, or a CT scan, they are doing their best with the training and experience they have. That is no small thing. But here is the reality. A single radiologist can only compare your scan to what they have personally seen in their career. Artificial intelligence does not have that limitation. AI diagnostic tools are now analyzing medical imaging by comparing your scan against millions and millions of previous cases from around the world. They are catching things that human eyes, even highly trained ones, can miss. Early-stage tumors, tiny fractures, the beginning signs of neurological disease. In some studies, artificial intelligence has matched or outperformed experienced radiologists in identifying certain cancers. That is not a threat to doctors. That is a gift to patients, and you are one of those patients. Now think about your medical records and how information moves between your doctors, your specialists, your hospital, and your family. For decades, this has been one of the most frustrating and dangerous problems in healthcare. Your cardiologist did not always know what your primary care doctor prescribed. Your hospital did not always have your full history when you arrived in an emergency. AI is changing that. Intelligent health record systems now organize, summarize, and share your complete medical picture across providers in real time. If you give permission, your children can have access to your health summary, so they are never left scrambling for information during a crisis. The silos are coming down, and that matters enormously for people managing multiple conditions and multiple doctors, which describes a significant percentage of people over 65. Speaking of which, this is a perfect time to mention something we covered in a previous episode. If you have not listened to our Healthcare Directives podcast, please do so, and visit the article section of our website. We have a Healthcare Directives resource available for download that could be one of the most important things you do for yourself and your family this year. The link is below. Now let's talk about something that sounds like science fiction, but is happening right now. Genomics and DNA sequencing. Your DNA is essentially a blueprint of your biology, and for most of human history, we had almost no ability to read it in a meaningful way. That changed, and artificial intelligence accelerated the change dramatically. AI can now analyze your entire genetic sequence and identify which diseases you are statistically most likely to develop, sometimes decades before any symptoms appear. That means your doctor can begin preventive treatment, make lifestyle recommendations, and monitor the right things long before a problem becomes a crisis. Certain cancers, heart disease, neurological conditions, even how your body responds to specific medications, all of this is becoming readable through your DNA. This is not guesswork. This is your actual biology telling your medical team what to watch for. That leads directly into drug development and prescription medicine, because what artificial intelligence is doing here may be the single most important medical advance of our lifetime. Developing a new drug used to take 10 to 15 years and cost billions of dollars. The reason it took so long was the sheer volume of variables that had to be tested. Researchers had to try thousands of molecular combinations, run years of trials, and analyze mountains of data by hand. AI has collapsed that timeline in a way that was simply not possible before. Artificial intelligence systems can now simulate millions of molecular interactions in the time it used to take to test a handful. They can identify which drug candidates are most likely to work, which ones are likely to cause side effects, and which patient populations will respond best, all before a single human trial begins. Drugs that once took a decade to reach patients are now moving through development in a fraction of that time. For a retiree dealing with a chronic condition or watching a disease progress, faster drug development is not an abstract concept. It is personal. It may mean a treatment becomes available while it can still help you. There is also something called precision medicine, and it ties all of this together. Rather than giving every patient with the same diagnosis, the same drug at the same dose, artificial intelligence is helping doctors match the right treatment to the right person based on their specific genetic makeup, their health history, and how similar patients have responded in the past. This is a fundamental shift away from one-size-fits-all medicine towards something far more targeted and effective. Fewer side effects, better outcomes. Less time adjusting and guessing, more time actually getting better. AI is also making an enormous difference in the early detection of some of the most feared diseases. Alzheimer's research is a powerful example. Artificial intelligence systems are now analyzing speech patterns, eye movements, and brain scans, and detecting markers of cognitive decline years before a formal diagnosis would have been possible using traditional methods. Early detection means earlier intervention. Earlier intervention means more time, more options, and more quality of life. The same is true for certain cancers, where AI-powered screening tools are catching abnormalities at stage 1 that would previously not have been identified until stage 3 or 4. The difference in survival rates between those stages is staggering. And then there are the devices. Medical devices powered by artificial intelligence are moving beyond monitoring into active intervention. Smart insulin pumps now adjust delivery in real time based on continuous glucose readings without the patient doing anything. AI-powered cardiac devices monitor rhythm around the clock and can detect dangerous patterns hours before they become emergencies. Implantable sensors are being developed that will track dozens of biomarkers simultaneously and alert your medical team the moment something shifts outside your normal range. Robotic surgical systems guided by artificial intelligence are performing procedures with a level of precision that reduces complications and shortens recovery times. These are not prototypes. Many of them are here now, and the pipeline of what is coming in the next 5 to 10 years is remarkable. For anyone 65 or older, all of these points lead to one conclusion. You are living at the most medically fortunate moment in human history. The tools exist or are arriving to help you live longer, stay healthier, catch problems earlier, and receive more personalized care than any previous generation ever had access to. Your job is to stay engaged with your health, ask questions, work with your doctors, and take advantage of what is available. Now think about your mind. Cognitive sharpness matters as much as physical health, and artificial intelligence is stepping up here in a big way. Brain training apps powered by AI adapt to your specific strengths and weaknesses, adjusting the challenge level in real time so you are always working at the edge of your ability without getting frustrated or bored. AI writing and conversation tools give you a thinking partner available around the clock. You can talk through ideas, journal, learn something new, and explore a topic you have always been curious about. Staying mentally active is one of the strongest predictors of how long and how well you live, and artificial intelligence makes that easier than ever before. Let's talk about staying connected, because loneliness is one of the most serious health risks facing people over 65. Family may be spread across the country. Friends move away or pass on. Life gets quieter in ways that can hurt you if you are not careful. AI tools are helping retirees video call grandchildren without wrestling with technology, translating conversations across language barriers with family members who speak a different language, and even helping people draft messages, letters, and emails when finding the right words gets hard. Your family and your friends, two more of the 7 Fs, stay within reach when artificial intelligence removes the friction that used to get in the way. What about getting around and handling day-to-day life? AI-powered navigation apps now give real-time voice guidance that is clearer and more patient than anything we had 10 years ago. Grocery delivery services use artificial intelligence to remember your preferences and suggest items based on what you usually buy. Smart home devices powered by AI let you control lights, locks, thermostats, and appliances without getting up, which matters more than people admit when mobility becomes a concern. Voice assistants can set reminders for medications, doctor appointments, and family birthdays. These are not gimmicks. They are tools that preserve your independence, and independence is freedom, the 6th F. Here is one thing people do not think about enough. Artificial intelligence is a remarkable learning companion. Retirement is the first time in most people's lives when they can finally study what they actually want to study. AI tutors now teach languages, music theory, history, art, coding, cooking, and virtually any other subject with patience and personalization that no classroom could ever match. You tell it how you learn best. You set the pace. You ask questions without embarrassment. The curiosity you may have put on hold for 40 years because life was busy, artificial intelligence is ready to meet it right now. There is also the matter of your purpose, your faith, and foundation. AI can help you write your memoirs, organize decades of family photographs, create a legacy document for your children and grandchildren, or even help you research your family history going back generations. These are acts of meaning. They connect who you are to who came before you and who will come after. And artificial intelligence makes them accessible to anyone willing to sit down and start. One more area worth mentioning is safety. AI-powered fall detection systems can sense when someone has fallen and automatically alert emergency contacts. Smart medication dispensers use artificial intelligence to ensure the right dose at the right time and send alerts if a dose is missed. AI home monitoring tools can detect unusual patterns, like someone not moving around the house at their normal time, and notify family members before a situation becomes a crisis. For anyone living alone, these tools provide a layer of protection that gives both retirees and their families real peace of mind. The bottom line is this: artificial intelligence is not replacing human connection. It is not taking over your life. It is doing what the best tools have always done. It is getting out of your way so you can focus on what matters. Your health, your family, your curiosity, your legacy, your freedom. That is what the 7 Fs are all about, and AI is helping people live them more fully than ever before. Here are 3 takeaways that you can use right away. First, start with your health. Look into a smartwatch or a small wearable patch that tracks your heart rate, sleep, and oxygen levels. You do not have to be tech-savvy to use either one. They are designed to be simple, and the information they give you is worth more than almost any other investment you can make in yourself right now. Second, ask your doctor about genomic testing and precision medicine options available to you today. You do not have to wait for the future. Some of these tools are already in use, and a simple conversation with your physician could open doors you did not know existed. Come prepared and come curious. Third, stop waiting for someone else to introduce you to this. The generation that figures out how to use these tools first is the generation that stays sharper, more independent, and more connected longer. That can be you. All it takes is curiosity and a willingness to start. If you're ready to get serious about living a balanced, meaningful life, this is your starting point. Our 7 Fs assessment walks you through the 7 areas that shape everything and shows you exactly where to focus your energy. Click the link below and see where your journey takes you. We will be uploading videos regularly to keep you encouraged and on track. If you're ready to take simple steps toward a better life, click like and subscribe to our channel. We also invite you to visit our website. The link is below. We have ebooks, audiobooks, and articles on this topic, as well as many others. They are a gift from our family to yours. One more thing before we go. The artificial intelligence section of our website is something we are committed to updating on a regular basis. The world of AI is moving fast, and we want you to have access to the most current information, tools, and resources available. We would love for you to bookmark that page and come back often. And if something you find there helps you, share it with a friend. The people you care about deserve to know about this too. Thanks for watching.